everybody, it's Tetch with Tetchy Feely. It's another day to discuss just random feelings. And if you do hear something from the background, that's because I'm right beside the airport. So please try to ignore those rumbling sounds. But there's something that really came to me this morning and it really hit me that I wanted to share with you as a mom. And trying to look back on my teenage years and how this may be relatable to some teenagers and some moms too. Now, I have 3 children, ages 15, almost 14, and an 11-year-old. And one of the most beautiful things I've ever heard them say is, "Mom, can I talk to you?" Why? Because this is when I know they're about to say something. Aside from going shopping, it's that they want to share something really important. And they do. They have something as deep as, "Mom, I think I'm kind of sad. I'm depressed. Mom, I think I may have ADD. Mom, somebody did this to me." And my 3 kids, they have been victims of some sort of bullying. My eldest was 5 and he didn't know what to do. He was bullied in the playground. And I was furious at that time. He was the first one. The second one was bullied when she was about 4th grade, and it continued on and off from different groups between 4th to 6th grade. And she didn't understand that it was bullying or why it was happening, but I knew. And the teachers were great. They tried to help out. And my poor daughter, it was just like she clammed up. It was not the same girl that we raised until 3rd grade. Because 4th grade, she just became a different person. She just was keeping to herself. She was not as jolly as she should be, or she was. In fact, I used to call her like Kramer. If it's a character from an old sitcom in the 90s called Seinfeld. If you remember Kramer, every scene that he would enter, he'd have a grand entrance, and he was really funny. No 2 entrances of Kramer are ever the same, and that was his character, and that's what I called her. She was like Kramer. Every time she came into the room, she had a different entrance, whether it's dancing but it's a different step, or singing or hopping or skipping. She'd be skipping and hopping around the house. She'd have all these crazy ideas for her siblings, like little productions at home. Those were all her. And at some point, that light that used to shine and give so much joy to our home, that kind of dimmed. And I could only trace it to those difficult years that she had growing up in school, 4th to 6th grade. And then my daughter recently, she just turned 11. She's experienced some bullying too. And it makes me think, what's going on in this world? Why is this happening? Why is this so abundant or predominant among children, even adults? I mean, everybody just wants to belong, and this goes with both the bully and the victim. Everybody just wants to be part of something. Everybody wants to be accepted. Everybody wants to be loved. That includes me as the mom of somebody who was being bullied. I've gotten bullied too on social media, but I'm older and I knew how to deal with it. Thinking back, when I was their age, I think I may have even been the bully. Why? I don't know. And probably the kids who were doing this to my children, didn't know either. And all I could do was hold my children, affirm your love for them, reassure them, try to fight for them if it's an issue that the school can be part of. If it's not, how do we avoid them? I know just recently my teenager was being asked to come to a confrontation. This girl wanted to meet her some part of school, and I was very scared because as parents, we can only protect them so much. But what is it that our children are getting themselves into? What is like happening in the world that this is just happening here and there, and it drives some children to the point of taking their own lives just to escape from it. And I think that's one thing I don't want, of course, my children to go through. I don't want them to escape from it. I welcome them wanting to talk to me about these things. That's why those are the most beautiful things that they can say. Mom, I want to talk to you. Can I talk to you? Because it gives us an opportunity to communicate, of course, for them to express how they feel, just like letting it out, just the process of like exhaling those words and lifting that burden from them at such a tender age that it cannot process yet. I am happy to be there because I know when I was younger, I couldn't do that. I would have loved to do that with an adult who was willing to listen. I didn't have the kind of, I was not in a generation that feelings were like openly discussed. I was just lucky to find a community that said, hey, here we're okay with feelings. They're neither wrong nor right. So I'd love to share that with my kids that, feelings are neither wrong nor right. They come to pass. How you act upon them matters, but let's get it out of your system. Explain to me how you're feeling. Explain to me also why you're feeling this way. And then maybe we can get to the bottom of it. I know when my daughter was going through her difficult time in 4th grade, she didn't feel like going to school. She also didn't feel like just waking up. She just wanted to stay home. And I really felt sorry for her. I really felt bad. But she got up, a good night's sleep. The next day she gave me this note that she's like, yep. She appreciated that talk. She goes, that's what girl talk is all about. And I'm just happy that it's not going to stay with her. Today she's a bubbly young girl, young teenager, young lady actually, and just so full of life, so full of hope and positivity. And I can't help but think, how different would it have been had I not listened to her when she was in 4th grade? How things would have played out if she was still carrying that within her and not telling me, Mom, this is what's happening in school. This is how I feel. This is like how my friends were treating me. I thought they were friends. My takeaway there now is like, I just let her, there's disappointment, there's hurt, there's pain, there's all these feelings that us girls go through at a very difficult age of, teenage years. And I just try to tell my kids, people say, expect the unexpected. How about we change that to accept the unexpected? That's it. Try to accept the unexpected, both happy and heavy. Then maybe the heavy won't be so heavy after all. That's it for today. Catch you again later on Touchy Feely. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.